Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your 2025 big summary. We're going to split this into two parts. The first part is your oracle reading and will overarch the whole year. And the second part will be our month by month tarot breakdown. Okay, so let's get started right away. Representing this year, you have something called Ruby and Fush sight. I can't pronounce this ever. It says, I attract romance filled with the divine love. I have a healthy sex drive. Well, if that's not a foreshadowing, I don't know what is. I did do your December reading, obviously. And when just glancing at these cards, I'm telling you, go watch the December reading. This is an extension of that. Good things are going to start happening for you in December. You're going to touch upon some good things. It's almost going to be like a peak. Here's a little peak. Here's a little peak. And this is the culmination of that peak. I mean, you just won't understand this. Not everybody gets readings like this. Period. End of story. Okay. Beautiful. Anyway, yeah. So you have this ruby in Fush sight. Okay. Fush sight. And it does say I attract romance, but this particular crystal, see, this particular crystal is a combination of ruby and green Fush sight. I can't pronounce it. I'm telling you, it's going to drive me crazy. I'm not going to say it again. Enhancing emotional and physical resilience, right? Promotes healing. It's a transformative energy. And it always goes from negative to positive. It'll take all negative energy and absorb it, and you can cleanse it. You can cleanse it and then use it the next day for the same thing, which gets me to my next point. No, I'm not selling anything. I do think a small piece of this, like something this big that you can keep in your purse or your pocket, can really do something for you this year here at Capricorn. The only caveat, and it's inexpensive. It's not an expensive crystal. However, if you're going to buy it from Temu, you're going to buy it from eBay or Amazon, chances are you're going to be getting something fake, which will do you, I don't care how much it is, it's not going to help you, right? Even a lot of those Facebook groups that sell crystals, a lot of them don't even realize that what they're selling is fake. It's not like they're trying to rip you off. They've been ripped off. So go to a really good crystal shop, somewhere local. If you have to go online, go somewhere that's completely trusted, okay? And something small, right? You're looking at something under $10. So if you carry this with you here, Capricorn, for you particularly, I do think it's going to help you this year. You do have Kali Ma overarching your year. Man, this is such Scorpio energy. Look at that, right? Kali Ma, when she comes out, you have to be willing to walk away from all in your life that no longer holds emotional, spiritual, financial, or physical value. This is a card of release. This is what if I were you, I would try to come into the year releasing. If you're still holding on to something in January, work on releasing it at the beginning of the year. This is a card of release, but there's value in that release. You're making room for something. I'm telling you, Capricorn, you're making room for something amazing. So you have blood here, and this is number 37 in this deck. And this is vitality, Now, it's like the pulse. This card brings with it vitality to all the other cards. So you prepare for a healthy body and mind this year. You're going to feel vital. You're going to feel confident. You're going to feel like that pulse. You're going to feel alive. Something tells me that whoever I'm reading for went through a period of time. It could even be recent. It could be a long stretch of time where they did not feel any of those things. You might have felt, stuck, depressed, bad luck. You might have felt all those things. All of that is over. And I don't say that lightly. I don't say that many times in a reading. But this is the second reading I've done for you that is indicating something like that. So I'm going to take it very, very seriously. Here you have Into Kahana, child of the light. Now, what do you see on this card, Capricorn? You see that butterfly, and that's transformation as well, right? It's high. You have such a transformative reading so far. Now, this card indicates there will be an intersection this year, right? Where an intersection where two events and circumstances in your physical world do this. Something really good is coming your way. Something that's doing this. head-on collision, not in a negative way. Something good is coming your way. Many good things. Damn, many good things are coming your way. I mean, you have the creator here. Now, as a cardinal sign, you are the initiator. You are the creator. In many, many ways, you are the creator. You're the sign that comes right before winter. You create, just like Cancer is the sign that comes right before summer. You are the initiator. You absolutely are stepping away from discord, muted, dull, colorless world. And you're stepping into peace, success, and red. Wow. You should go listen to a different reading if you think that this is what I do. I don't just hand things out like this. It's just the Knight triumphed over adversity. I mean, it kind of says what I was saying before. Whoever I'm reading for here has had a difficult time of it. They've had a difficult life. Perhaps they've had a difficult 10 years, maybe. Maybe the last year has been shit. Who knows? It's going to be different for all of you. But I'm telling you, whoever I'm reading for came from a bad situation and is moving now into a beautiful situation. And as we know, Pluto is leaving, or has left Capricorn. So that'll kind of make sense astrologically as well. You do have love spell, and that kind of goes with the attraction energy. It says, you have been witched. I do think someone's going to attract you this year. You're going to be in a new relationship. You're going to be attracted to someone. If you are already in a relationship that you're very happy with, then you are going to deepen that relationship. You're going to have a lot of things happening, that intersection happening at a lot. You're going to have a lot of successes on many levels. Now, you do have here the pothole, and I look at that. I look at this like it's more or less a speed bump, right? When you're going down the street in your car and you hit a pothole, it might cause a little damage to your car, maybe. It may just sound damaging, right? You may predict damage that's not there. We all do it, right? But then when you get out into the open road and you put that behind you, it is smooth sailing. So a hole that you drive over to get to the open road, it's like a road opener card. Perfect. Yeah, that's actually just came to me. It's like having a road opener card. You may have gone over the pot. I think there might be one more pothole to go over here, Capricorn, but I'm telling you, man, beautiful energy here. Your two tarot cards, and we do not take these in reverse, are the Sun. Can you imagine? The Sun and the Nine of Pentacles. I don't know if you sat and watched the shuffling and the deal. You could slow that down as slow as you want with that gear shift, that gear button. So you can see these cards fell out by themselves, but you do have the Sun, right? Everyone tells you it's the happiest card in the deck. It is pure Leo energy, success, happiness, joy, confidence, and vitality. Vitality is definitely a key word. Definitely a key word. And so is success, apparently, because look at this card. You have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. It's Mercury and Virgo, but more than that, it is success. Again, rewards, independence, material security. Wow. I wish this was my reading here, Capricorn. Beautiful energy. God, I can't wait to see that your tarot, your month by month. Now, this is overarching energy. So it's not going to hit on the little tiny things that happen month to month, but your tarot portion will. You have transits here, and it says insight, movement, and change. I would say so. You're going through a transitory time. You're transitioning in from a difficult place to, damn, if this isn't reward energy, I don't know what is. You also have Psyche here on the table. It's soul, consciousness, and mind. But the interesting thing is, Psyche is an asteroid, right? And it orbits Mars and Jupiter. Think about that. It orbits Mars, right? Which is vital. It's vital, confident, hot energy. And Jupiter, success, expansion. It's worth about 10 quadrillion dollars as it is in space. It's for our dollars here in the United States, about 10 quadrillion, or it could be more than that. But it's like some ridiculous number, right? Because of the metals and the golds and what it's made of. But ironically enough, if let's say we threw a lasso around it, pulled it down to earth and said, okay, let's sell this stuff, it would ruin our markets here. And it would essentially become, I'm not going to say worth less, but pretty close to worthless. So isn't that ironic, right? Something that's so expensive and worth so much money at a distance, when we bring it down to where we are, it will ruin our situation. So you have to ask yourself here, Capricorn, or you're going to be asking yourself at some point this year, what seems valuable in theory, but practically would do me no favors? I promise you at some point this year, you're going to come across something that makes you question that. And I think with the cards that I'm seeing now and the cards that I saw in December, you have everything it takes to make that distinction. But mark my words, in 2025, that's going to be a thing. Definitely. Let's move on to your tarot, because now I'm like definitely invested in this. I'll see you on the other side. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your tarot portion. I got really, really cold, and I decided to put like a sweater. It's kind of like a robe, to be honest with you. Got a little chilly. Okay, so let's do the tarot. I have to tell you, so far, this is the best reading I have done, and it's unbelievably good. So whatever happened in the Oracle and in December, you can kind of carry it over to your whole year in one form or another, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Here you have some choices to make, all right, no doubt. But here in January, you have the star ruin, and you know, the star in the ruins are pretty much the same as the tarot. You know, it's healing, it's Aquarian energy, it's wishes coming true, the potential. It is your inner compass, Sagittarius. I mean, see, I said Sagittarius. Interesting. It's your inner compass, Capricorn. So I look at the star like it is our inner compass, and when it comes out, our inner compass is on point. And if you have been suffering over the last year, over the last 2 years, over the last X amount of time with not being balanced, with things going wrong, with bad luck, whatever, you could expect that to change, because your intuition is going to be on point. You're going to know exactly what to do in each situation. But here in January, you have truth of expression. So you're going to be able to express your truth. What that means, I'm not sure. It's going to be different for all of you. You have the Empress here coming in sideways. And when the Empress, well, when any card actually comes in sideways, it denotes a choice in my readings. And the Empress, what is it? It's Taurus, Libra energy. So are you going to start looking at your future as filled with abundance, filled with fertility, possibility? Or are you going to look at it as barren, lacking? There is a choice you're going to have to make in January. There may have been something that you lost in 2024 that you're still thinking about. There may be something going on, remnants of that, and you're going to have to make a choice. Do I look to the future? And I have to tell you, this for my reading, I certainly would be. Or am I going to keep my mind in the past? Try to straighten out that Empress energy, because once you see the truth of a situation here at Capricorn, I really do think your inner compass will kick in. And January seems to be a turnaround time for that. Let me move this pen. Oh, this should be in camera too. Let me see if I could. This is the bottom of the deck. Can't really put it in camera. Sorry about the mess here, Capricorn. Okay, so with January, when we add everything up, we get, oh, look, we actually get the number 3, which is Jupiter and a Sagittarius energy. So we mentioned Sagittarius before, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion, like we mentioned in the Oracle Astro portion of part 1, right? Jupiter, that's what we said in January. Prepare for your world, your mind, the way you look at life to expand, change for the better. Love it. So here, let's look at February, right? In February, you have the 3 rings. And the 3 rings are when 2 things, this looks like it's 3 things, and it kind of is, but it's really when 2 things come together to create a 3rd thing, right? So it is the coming together of those two things that creates the third thing. So it's not really three things coming together. Hope I'm not being confusing. But it is a bond, a friendship. It could be a romance. It could be a child, for sure, right? The thing that comes out of two things joining together. And it doesn't have to be literal. It could be literal for some of you. But it could be a partnership that brings about something else. You have here two oracle cards. You have one, decisions to be made, and we talked about this. This is my Gemini card for me anyway in this deck, so Gemini might mean something to you, but you have decisions to make. But you're going to feel this renewal, the spark that we talked about here in January. I really like that for you, for sure. Now you have the Chariot here in reverse. This is straight up Cancer energy, right? The Chariot in reverse, you're in February, you're going to feel a temporary feeling of powerlessness. It's going to be very temporary. It's going to be a pause before a forward movement. So, it's kind of like when, and Sagittarius again, right? It's like when that bow is being pulled back. You're not going forward, you're going backwards, but you're going backwards for a reason, right? Pull back. And then once you go, poof, the forward movement starts. So I think February is going to be a time, at least part of the month is going to be a time of pause. You're going to be making a decision or several decisions. You're going to feel a spark, a renewal, and something new is going to be born within you here, within your life. Wow. Your readings have been pretty cool. So you have in March. Well, before I get to that, here in this pile, these numbers add up to a number 7, which is Neptune, Pisces energy. Confusion. You're going to be confused for part of the month. That pause, right? Boom. You're going to be like, boom, boom, boom. But I'm telling you, it's temporary energy. I want to stress that. Let's move to March. In March, you have the male ruin. And the male ruin could be an actual man, or it could be the divine masculine, right? Confidence, boldness, assertiveness, stuff like that. Yeah, and here it is, Mars energy. This it's definitely fire energy. Could be Leo, could be Sagittarius, but I have to tell you, you got Mars energy here on the table, and that is straight up male energy. Whether you're male or female, you're going to be operating in such a way that is very confident, very, very confident energy here in March. And in March, you also have the Star card coming in sideways, another choice, right? Straight up Aquarius energy. But what we have here is, what did we say about Aquarius, right? It's healing. And, you have a choice. And we talked about this in one of the other months. You're either going to heal or you're going to hold on to that past pain. There's a choice that has to be made, right? You're either going to be guided, your internal compass is going to be on point, or it's going to be clouded by all kinds of past crap. You're clearing away past crap. And I think the past crap you're clearing away has to do more with inside than your actual life. So there's remnants of bad things that might have happened to you that you're clearing away, decisions that you're going to have to make. And interestingly enough, when we add the numbers up here in March and we break them down, we get 8, and that is Saturn. That is your ruling planet. So it is vitality, by the way, this masculine ruin, this attraction, this Mars. What did we say about in your oracle reading in part 1? Vitality, right? Confidence, definite blood, sun, Mars, like definite energy. Like that's why it came up. That you're going to feel it. You are going to feel it. And the Saturn energy, it's very karmic, and for other people, I might say a bunch of other stuff, but that is your ruling planet. So you're going to feel very much like yourself. When we move on to April, we have the waves. And this is being moved by spirit. You're being moved whether you like it or not. And usually this is good, but you have a forgiveness card. It's time to forgive someone here, Capricorn. You might, even if that person never asked for an apology, right? They always say that. It's always true. It's very difficult to do. Maybe somebody will ask you for an apology, but forgiveness is here on the table for April. Okay, so lighten your load. You're walking around with this very heavy backpack with bricks in it, and the bricks have something to do with forgiveness. And it is time to forgive. Spirit is moving you here. You are being moved. And you have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is walking away from what no longer serves you, right? Walking away from what no longer serves you, moving towards that rainbow, towards that star, Now, the waves on this ruin reminds me of Kali Ma, right? Being moved forward by spirit, right? Yeah, definitely. Just being pushed, and you're being pushed into the right direction. You do have a few, and I'm going to reiterate, you do have a few choices to make along the way. But interestingly enough, right, we add that up, we break it down. It's really just 1/8, and that's Saturn again. Man, are you stepping into your own power this year? It's over and over again. Okay, let's look at May. So, in May, you have the Rebirth card. And we talked about that, right? It's that Scorpio energy, that death and rebirth stuff. And you have Harvest, the Harvest Ruin. The Harvest Ruin is something coming together to produce results, a plan coming together, something finally producing results. You have teamwork. You may be working with someone. This could be it could be a love interest. It could be a financial advisor. It could be a friend that the two of you have a plan or a goal. It could be you coming together with some sort of professional to help you create a website, create a YouTube channel. I mean, it could be it's so different, but there is something coming together here because you have the Rebirth card. Something's being born. You have the Harvest card. Something is coming out of your hard work. And when we add up the numbers and we break it down, we get Jupiter, which is Sagittarian energy again, success, expansion. Man, it's over and over again in this reading. Over and over again. So when we look at June, we have you're being pulled to the past here and there. I noticed that. And it's not because your past is coming to bitch slap you. Sometimes you think about the past and you think about all the things you've endured and you think about the lack, and it infects your present during this year, and you're being asked, and this is why this card's in sideways, you're being asked to make a choice here. Okay? The Eight of Pentacles, sideways. Will you continue to work on this or work in this way? Right? Will you continue to worry, or will you because look, you have this ruin, and this is the void, and anything is possible with this ruin. Anything. You have, not only do you have the void ruin, but you have a sideways card. So the choices you make to let go of the past and work on this relationship, this goal, whatever it is you're doing, is going to be really, really good for you. Very, very successful energy. All you have to do is choose it. And ironically, right, what do you have here? It adds up to the number 8 again. Saturn. How many times can Saturn come out in one reading? That is an omen. Okay? For you, particularly for you, Capricorn. So let's move on, because I'm so invested in this now. Let's move on to July. You had the male over here. You have the female ruin. Female ruin could be a woman in your life. It could be you using your intuitive, nurturing side. Your nurturing side could be towards yourself, could be towards your offspring, could be towards something that you have nurtured into existence, a manifestation, a goal. There is healing you need to do. There is a relationship here from your past that damaged you, damaged your strength, damaged your soul, damaged your heart, and you are healing from that. But whatever it is that happened also damaged the inner child in you, okay? It wasn't just the woman or the man that got damaged. It was also the child that lurks inside you. Maybe something from your childhood was triggered by this situation. But there is a compassionate, nurturing presence around you. Now, this compassionate, nurturing presence could be you stepping into this, or it could be a feminine energy, right? Guidance from a female figure in your life, somebody who's passed away perhaps, or someone who's even still alive. Could be. But you have here justice coming in sideways. Another choice. Libran energy, right? But more than that, it is the number 11. The number 11 is the initiator. We talked about that during your oracle section, right? The part 1. You have the initiator, the creator. You're creating. This is you. This is you. What are you creating? What are you birthing into existence? There is a new version of you or something definitely coming out. Now, that justice card could also represent a court case that you're involved in, that you have to make choices about. Could be karma. But you're going to have to make a choice here in July. And that choice is going to be key to something that happens subsequently, right? So let's look at August. You have the eye. What are you seeing? What are you finally seeing with that eye? You have more Saturn energy. What does that say at the bottom of the card? It says Saturn. Saturn energy is just ripe on this reading. It's crazy. It's like I've never seen anything like it, to be honest with you. And there may be contracts, career commitments here on the table that you need to sort out. There is something that you are finally seeing for what it is. You do have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And if you're going to get the 5 of Pentacles, a way to get it, Capricorn, is in reverse. The 5 of Pentacles is destitution, being abandoned, feeling isolated, having no money. This is the opposite of all that. Maybe you went through something like this, but it's easy. Not only is it easing up, it's changing direction, because there is, maybe somebody owes you a debt. Maybe that debt's maybe it was a karmic debt. I don't know. But all I know is that if you're going to have the 5 of Pentacles, damn it, have it in reverse. And whatever was is changing. Okay, it is changing. Yeah, when we add everything up in that and we break it down, we get the number 5, of course. And that's Mercury. Mercury energy. And the Mercury energy is, you're going to be communicating. You're going to, your eyes are going to be wide open. There may be a contract you have to sign. There may be something to do with the legal system here on the table that you need to, that you definitely need to get through. But I have to tell you, it's going to work out in your favor because you have that 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Now let's look at September. In September, you have the Sun. Again, you have the Sun card. Remember, we saw that Sun card in your oracle. And you also have Sagittarian energy, Jupiter. You have a lot of fire energy out here on the table, a lot of really good fire energy that obviously says new beginnings, courage, and that is what that Sun represents, more fire energy. That's Leo, Sagittarius, you have Aries over here. Yeah, definitely. So when we look at the Sun, we see vitality again, right? Seeing things clearly, the Sun illuminating something. Sagittarius, expansion, right? But you also have the Hierophant here, and the Hierophant is Taurus energy. Yeah. So you have Taurus energy straight up here on the table, right? And with this Taurus energy, this could be tradition, conformity, beliefs, education, commitment. Could represent marriage. Could represent marriage. It could represent a new beginning. A new beginning, a new commitment with someone, a new commitment with yourself. It could be it could be you going back to school, for sure. It could be that. It could be you going to learn something. But I really do think that it's some sort of commitment for most of you. You're committing. I mean, look, you have the commitment card. You have the Sun, right? And you also have Jupiter. I mean, what kind of a lineup is that? That's just incredible. And when you add this up again, you have the number 5, right? So you have more Mercury energy, communication, travel, messages going back and forth. Beautiful energy here. Now, in October, you have some crossroads energy, right? That is like a major turning point in your life, a major decision. And we also have this this sideways card, which is a decision card, right? So we have both, and you have here a stalemate, avoidance. You may be avoiding something. You may be avoiding making some sort of Yeah, it looks like you're avoiding making some sort of a decision, at least for part of the month. You have the Prince of Swords here coming in sideways. The Prince of Swords coming in sideways with the avoidance card. Yeah, avoidance. Crossroads energy. I think you realize how important this is this month. And you're taking your time, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because the Prince of Swords in this deck is a seeker of truth. He or she is fearless. They're a risk taker. They have very keen perception. There's elements of earth and air, right? His task is bringing his intellectual truth into the earth realm, which is your realm, and grounding it and manifesting it. So you have a decision to make about that, right? All this is a choice. You have the crossroads energy. This all adds up to the number 0, ground 0, starting fresh with something. I can see why you're hesitant, but don't be. Such great energy here. There's just no reason to be, but I understand why. It seems like something in your past shook you up pretty badly. Well, let's move on. When we move on to November, yeah, see, this is you thinking about the past again, right? But you will let go of this, Capricorn. You will. It's just going to be a slow and easy ride. You have the Scythe, and the Scythe is a lot like the Kalima card we saw here in your oracles, right? It is Scorpio energy. It is cutting away. It is death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. Cutting something out of your life with that Scythe, right? Cutting away what no longer serves you. You have doubts, lingering doubts from the past, which is fine. But you have the Six of Wands here coming in sideways. Lots of choices this year. Six of Wands it's Leo energy, all right? I'm not going too far into astrology with these yearlies. It is Leo energy. It's good fortune, success, triumph. You have this on the table with lingering doubts from the past, and you are going to use this Scythe to cut out what is necessary. I have no doubt about it. This is a Venus month. Money and or love. You're cutting away what no longer serves you. You're taking your time. You're making this decision. Yes, you have lingering doubts, but you're going to do what you have to do, okay? Now, when we look in December, right, we have the romance ruin. This is the ruin of romance. Romance, love. You have the North Node, which is your purpose. You're going, listen, I really believe you're going to meet someone brand new. I do think it's someone new, okay? You might, at this moment, upon listening to this reading, you might be in a relationship with someone, but I do think there is going to be someone here that comes in December that's brand new. Why do I say that? Because you have the romance card, the romance ruin. You have this brand new Ace of Wands energy, more fire. You might have fire highly aspected in your chart, and if you don't, damn, you're stepping into it. You're stepping into it. But you have this Ace of Wands, this passion, this, dare I say, lust, right? But you also have this King of Swords here coming in reverse. And, it could be many things in many readings, but in my opinion, Capricorn, it's Sun and Aquarius energy. I believe you may not like this person when you meet them initially. Your opinion of them is not going to be correct, but your opinion of them is going to be that they are not reliable, that they're not particularly nice, that they're kind of cut and dry. But I have to tell you, I think that you're going to end up liking this person. I think you're going to end up with this person. Because when we break this down, right, we get the number 1, which is the Sun again. The Sun over and over and over. All the cards here is good except for the card of your opinion of them initially. So try to hold back. Step back and examine them before you make a final decision, okay? Oh, man, I wish this was my reading. Okay, so you have at the bottom of this deck here, you have the World. And the World, as we know, is closing out a cycle and starting a brand new one. So that it's fixed energy, but more than that, it is moving on to a whole new world, a whole new vibe. Man, this is a good reading. You also have the Three of Wands, right? Aries energy for sure, but it's manifesting energy. What are you manifesting? The Two of Wands would be you trying to manifest something. The Three of Wands is you waiting for it because you know it's coming, right? It's coming. You have the Seven of Cups, you being a lot less confused. At the end of the day, you're going to be a lot less confused than you have been in the past. You're going to be very clear. Very clear. You have the Eight of Swords. No more stuck energy, because this is in reverse. No more stuck energy. Oh. The Nine of Pentacles. You stepping into this independent, goal-oriented, successful energy. You have the Three of Swords in reverse. Healing. We said that over and over again too. You healing. And I'm going to stop right here, even though that's a pretty damn good card too, because we have more fire energy with the Emperor. The Emperor might be the person that you meet. This might be you stepping into this energy of Aries energy, of having it all. Quite literally, having it all. Man, this is good. It's just a really good reading. Holy crap. I couldn't have asked for a better reading for you. You have to literally come back in the middle of next year and tell me, because I'm telling you, I'm right about this. Not wrong. I'm not guessing. I'm feeling very sure that most of you, not just some of you, but most of you will experience this in 2025. I wish you the absolute best, and I will see you next time during maybe your birthday reading, right? Namaste.